So what you are seeing here is, yes, No Man's Sky next, the biggest endeavor from Hello Games. It's going to be a free update to the PS4 and PC versions of the game, but get this, yes, it's finally releasing on the Xbox One, and this is all going to be happening on July 24th. Mark it on your calendars because I will have the coverage here, right here on Open World Games. And you know what? Sean Murray has been talking up a storm about No Man's Sky next. And you may remember some of the promises he gave about No Man's Sky when it initially launched. But this version right here looks like it could be something special. What we wanted in the beginning, what we wanted in the first place. So what makes No Man's Sky stand out from, say, the launch version of No Man's Sky? Well, let's go over some of the features. And as you can see, right out of the gates, we've got third-person perspective. Yes, this is all apparently in-game, and you will be able to switch between first-person and third-person perspective. And the game is apparently also going to be offering VR support as well, which is absolutely huge. So yeah, we're going to be seeing multiplayer, character customization, the third-person view, updated visuals, unlimited base building, extended base building, freighter fleets, multiplayer missions, and more. I'm going to go into those one by one right now. So this is the official feature list. Let's talk about it. So for multiplayer, it says players will be able to join their friends or meet strangers and can play the game, the full game together as a party. The trailer seems to indicate that also this will be 4-player parties, but this bit is unconfirmed at this time. We don't know the amount of players in multiplayer just yet. But yes, there will be character customization, so your traveler is now more than a floating camera. Hello Games has confirmed that you can personalize your appearance, and the trailer suggests that you will or possibly be able to choose different races as well as customize your spacesuit. And yeah, the trailer looks fantastic. I'm starting to get excited, but I'm kind of guarded at the same time considering the launch of No Man's Sky and what happened with that. But to be able to explore the entire universe seamlessly and experience, you know, random planets, randomly procedurally generated planets together is something that we've always wanted to do. But yeah, they talked about the third-person perspective. Yes, you can play in third person, and the important bit about this, of course, is to see your customized character. That's huge, and it's something that has really taken off, in my opinion, in gaming in general, the third-person perspective. I've said that years ago, and finally it's actually happening, because players want to see their customization options. Even Anthem is going in third person. So, what about the visuals? As you can see, the visuals definitely have been updated. So, this is what Hello Games has promised. They say, dramatically improved planetary terrain generation, ground textures, water, and clouds. And they plan to add more details to the ships, buildings, and NPCs. And you can even hire little underlings, which you can see right there, which is pretty cool. But what about the base building? So, they did a foundation update a while back. So, basically you will have bases, so you can build anywhere on any planet, and you can own multiple bases. And in multiplayer, bases are going to be shared among the party, so you all are going to be responsible for building out these bases, which again sounds like a total blast. This is what we wanted in the beginning, and it seems like it's actually happening. But there's going to also be something called extended base building as well. So the base size limits have been increased, and they've added hundreds of new parts to the game to really help you flesh out the base in the way you want to. They go on to say freighter base building has also been extended as well. And you know, that leads us straight into what are freighter fleets? That's a really good question. So you can now command a fleet of giant ships. Now, you know, details aren't known completely about this, but what Hello Games says is this: send your fleet out to the universe and deploy them to help you as you explore a system, so they can tag along with you apparently as well. Now, another part of the game, of course, if you didn't get to experience it from launch, maybe you abandoned it, are the story quests and missions. So there are going to be new multiplayer missions. So it says friends can be invited onto your freighter, and using the Galactic Commission Station lets you kick off challenging missions built for multiple players. So these are designed specifically for that cooperative multiplayer fun that we all love. Now, Sean Murray did have some things to say out on his Twitter. He says, "This is an incredibly important update for us, but it's also another step into a longer journey, and we'll continue to support No Man's Sky in this way for the foreseeable future," end quote. And you know, they've been quiet. They've gone into silent mode for years, and they're letting their work show off what they've been up to. They're not letting their words, speak for the work this time. You know, we remember that Sean Murray was a talker when the launch of No Man's Sky was coming around. He was on late night shows. He was everywhere. Everyone was addicted to, of course, I think he has a great personality as well, but addicted to a lot of the promises that were on offer, and they just did not nail down those promises at launch. So it looks like they had to backpedal a little bit here and regroup, and now it looks like they're really fleshing out the game in the way they want to. Again, Sean Murray did state that they have a lot more planned for this game. Again, also another thing that was not showcased in this demonstration were the actual Land Rovers. There are vehicles now in No Man's Sky as well, so that's something you can actually obtain too, so that's really cool. There's no information yet if they would be adding PvP, but I do remember, as they did say previously a long time ago, that they really wanted to add PvP down the road. Some sort of dogfighting mission, something like that, because they felt like it would be a really cool addition to the game. And I agree. I think, having, some sort of PvP space together where you can take your ships and challenge one another with your ships would be really, really cool. And even, some of the weapons that you might find and craft around the world. So yeah, if you don't know much about No Man's Sky, there's a lot of stuff going on with crafting, terraforming. It's a big game. Think of, I guess you can say, Ark Survival Evolved in a way, in space. Of course, it has survival mechanics involved as well. You got to really pay attention to your suit and surviving. And of course, it has an economy and light RPG elements in there as well. But this game, for a lot of us, was really supposed to be about the unknown. Going out there, finding new planets, seeing all sorts of new discoveries, including creatures, whatever it is, dinosaurs, that's something that we kind of missed out on the launch of No Man's Sky. The creatures ended up kind of looking weird in some ways, considering they are randomly generated. So now they've said they tweaked all of these systems, the planets, creatures, all that stuff. So hopefully it's good to go and as promised. And if it is, I really do see that this game could have a bright future. I really, really do. So I'm really crossing my fingers that they nailed it. It seems like this team is super passionate. I think there's 15 people in total working on this game, the core game experience at least, outside of the marketing and stuff like that. So they really do want to keep it more of an indie style game. They want to keep it smaller because that's what Sean Murray always wanted. But yeah, once July 24th rolls around, which by the way is a day after my birthday, this should be really good. I'm going to hop in to this game with friends, and I think I'm going to play a lot of this with my twin bro Ryan for sure. We're going to go exploring the crap out of the galaxy, in other words. So that's something I'm super excited for. So be sure to stay tuned here to Open World Games on YouTube for a ton of videos about No Man's Sky next. And also, don't forget, I do live stream to Facebook. That's going to be at facebook.com/openworldvideogames. And I will be live streaming the heck out of this game when it finally releases. I cannot wait to see what new secrets await us and to check out all the improvements. One thing that I do remember when playing No Man's Sky, the original on PS4, the draw distances were a big problem when entering the atmosphere. So here's to hoping that that has also been addressed and fixed. But from what we are seeing from the visuals here, it looks most impressive. And also, guys, remember, I am going to keep you guys up to date on Fallout 76 and Anthem. Those are games that I have been intensely curious about, like many of you guys. So I'm keeping you guys constantly updated about those two games. Those are going to be really those shared open world experiences, much like No Man's Sky is going for finally here, July 24th. But yeah, July 24th, it's going to be releasing again. Xbox One, as a full brand new game. It's going to be free update to PS4 and PC, and then I'm going to watch out for that VR support because I'm probably going to get lost in this game. But guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned here to Open World Games for more No Man's Sky next. Of course, I'm covering Anthem, Fallout 76, all that good stuff, and more open world gaming goodness. And I will see you guys soon enough in the universe, the open galaxy. Thanks, guys, for watching, and take it easy.